That gloomy loser acting like he's my friend. It's hilarious. I never said we were friends, not once.
Are you okay? I'll call an ambulance. How to make friends. It's not written in any textbook, and for me, it's a massive challenge. I tried everything through middle and high school, but I never managed to make a single close friend. I even read self-help guides, but they were useless for me. Third time's the charm. Don't say anything weird. Keep the right distance. It's time to show the culmination of all my efforts in self-reflection. My university debut is full of firsts. In the very first lecture, I squeeze out every ounce of courage I have. Is it okay if I sit next to you?
Huh? Go ahead.
I'm a mess after just one sentence. This doesn't bode well for the future. But I can't give up on making friends. I swore I'd actively talk to people once I started college. I'm Masaki Oi. What about you?
Takuya Kodo.
Nice to meet you, Takuya. Oh, wanna swap contact info? Since there's a lot I don't know yet.
Sure thing.
Seriously? This is going great, isn't it? And just like that, I was off to the best start of my life. Takuya, wanna head to the next lecture together?
Alright.
Having learned that being active is key, I started talking to Takuya a lot after that. Takuya's friends welcomed me too. They're all such kind people. Being in a group feels so reassuring. Plus, every day is so much fun.
Ah, damn. I'm out of lead.
Oh, I'll go buy some for you. I had to go to the Coop anyway.
Really? Thanks, man.
So there I was, enjoying my dream college life with Takuya and the others. Or so I thought. About a month into college. Hey, Takuya.
That gloomy loser acting like he's my friend. It's hilarious. I never said we were friends, not once.
Huh? I was about to call out to them, but hearing that voice froze me to the bone. Why? We swapped numbers. We talked every day. After hearing that behind my back, how am I supposed to face Takuya now? I thought we were getting along, but apparently I was nothing to him. I completely forgot about the cafeteria, and before I knew it, my feet were taking me into the opposite direction. A few days have passed, and I haven't spoken to Takuya. No messages either. I wonder what he thinks about my sudden change in attitude. It's awkward every time I see him. I attended lectures, but I started going to campus only when absolutely necessary. I can't believe I couldn't see I was being looked down on. They might not say it, but maybe everyone's laughing at me for being a loser. Maybe making friends is just impossible for me. Becoming distrustful and paranoid about what people really thought, I was walking up to the footbridge on my way home from college. Suddenly, the woman walking in front of me swayed. Watch out! My blood ran cold. Before I could even think, I grabbed the handrail and caught her. I looked at her, and her face was pale, even in the darkness of the night. Are you okay? I'll call an ambulance.
I'm hungry.
Huh? Thank goodness, you were just dizzy from hunger. I was worried it might be a serious illness. It seems she couldn't handle the hunger and got dizzy on the stairs. I helped her to a nearby family diner. We ordered food, and here we are.
I burn through energy really fast. My brother's always worried about it. I usually carry food with me, but on days I study hard, it's often not enough. If I had fallen back there. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt. She looks so happy, stuffing her cheeks, polishing off what looks like 5 people's worth of food. She's so cheerful and open-hearted. Someone like her probably has tons of friends. As I was thinking that while watching her eat, she looked at me with a puzzled expression.
Mister, you're eating such delicious food. So why the long face?
Sorry. Actually, she's free-spirited and innocent, and possesses an incredible stomach. Since she asked, I gave her a rough idea of what was bothering me.
I see. So you're struggling to make friends.
It's embarrassing, but yes. Every time I try, I fail. She listened kindly without stopping her meal, then spoke nonchalantly in her own pace.
I'm the type who doesn't really feel the need for friends. As long as I have food, I'm good.
Of course, not everyone wants friends. But for me, that was an eye-opener. I never thought about it that way.
Because think about it. When you're eating, you're filled with pure happiness. Even if the taste is a bit off, it all depends on how you take it.
Depends on you?
If you think it's nasty, well, it's nasty. No betrayal, no jealousy, no envy, none of that annoyance. Just the best.
She spoke eloquently about the greatness of food, ordered a bunch more dishes, and cleaned every plate. After leaving the restaurant, she invited me to buy snacks at a nearby convenience store. She really does eat a lot. By the way, I haven't asked for your name yet.
I'm Setsuna Hagure. And you, mister?
I'm Masaki Oi. By the way, how do you write your first name in kanji?
With snow and calm, Nagi, reading it as Setsuna.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Both are popular kanji for names. Sorry, never mind. So, you're a college student too, Setsuna? Since we were heading the same way, we decided to walk together.
Yep, I'm a junior this year. Seems like we go to different universities, though.
While we were having that idle conversation, I suddenly heard loud stomping footsteps approaching.
Setsuna! Big brother never gave you permission to date.
Big brother?
You? How could you get a boyfriend before getting a friend? Don't tell me you were lured in by a mere meat bun. I told you to be careful of sweet talk. You there! If you want to date Setsuna, you'll have to step over my dead butt. Gah!
The man claiming to be her brother was taken down by Setsuna's flashing ahoge.
I am terribly sorry.
Putting that farce aside, it turns out he's her brother, Sakuya Hagure, a 25-year-old salaryman.
It's embarrassing that I acted that way toward her savior. My sister really owes you.
No, I understand. It's shocking to think your precious sister got a boyfriend. He seems to go a bit wild when it comes to his sister, but talking to him, he's actually a really good guy. And handsome, too. We walked for a while talking happily about Setsuna, until we reached a fork in the road.
It was fun talking to you today. Oh, right, Masaki. As an apology for the misunderstanding, would you like to come over to her place sometime? I'll have Setsuna there too, to properly thank you for helping her.
I already thanked him. I'm not interested.
It's a house party. I'll buy lots of food.
I'm going!
Really?
Of course. You're the guest of honor after all. If you're okay with it, please come.
I'll go. I'd love to go. I panicked and bit my tongue. My eagerness drew some warm laughter. I'd never been invited to someone's house before. Wondering if I was dreaming, I accepted the invitation. Going to play at someone's house is a huge event for me. I spent the week in nervous anticipation. Finally, the weekend came. It was the day of the house party. I was nervous about not being rude, but something unexpected happened as soon as I arrived. What a beautiful piece! Sakuya, do you practice calligraphy?
Masaki, you passed Kanji Kente level 1? Seriously? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
The first thing we discovered upon my visit was that we both have a hobby involving kanji. Sakuya loves kanji and has even mastered calligraphy. Meanwhile, I'm a born kanji maniac, and my hobby is studying kanji and taking the exams.
Let's go walk around town looking for difficult kanji sometime.
Definitely.
Good for you, bro.
Setsuna, it's time for you to start kanji too. You should get level 1,
No.
At least let me finish.
Still, we couldn't keep talking about kanji forever, or she'd be left out. After that, the three of us watched movies and played board games together.
Thanks for coming today. I never expected to meet someone with the same hobby.
When Setsuna went to the restroom, Sakuya spoke up. By the way, he told me to drop the formalities. No, it's the first time I met someone with the same hobby, so sorry for getting so excited. People with a kanji hobby are rare, so I hid it. I didn't know it could be this fun to talk about it. I love kanji, but most people get awkward when I talk about it. I learned that the hard way in middle and high school, so I avoided the topic in college.
It's about Setsuna. Actually, she has absolutely no friends. Or rather, she doesn't care if she doesn't have any. She seems happier eating than hanging out.
I heard that from her. It was eye-opening for me. But it's very her, isn't it?
Haha, true. But I think if she knew the fun of spending time with friends, she might change a little. Unless you have some exceptional talent, I believe people can only live through connections with others. So, I want her to take even a little interest in the concept of friends. So, I know this is a weird request, but could you be Setsuna's friend? Setsuna seems to like you quite a bit.
Is that really okay? With me?
Rather, only if you're okay with it. More importantly, I want you to be my friend too, Masaki. I never thought I'd meet someone with the same hobby.
Me too. Please, be my friend.
What's this? The vibe is really good. Are you guys eating something delicious without me? Hiding food?
At that moment, Setsuna came back and frowned, sensing something.
Haha, who knows? Since we're friends, maybe we did sneak a bite together.
What? Unforgivable!
Yeah!
And so, the house party came to a peaceful close. It was the first time someone asked me to be their friend. I didn't know it could make me this happy. Not only was I invited to a house for the first time, but I finally made friends. And so, I became friends with the two of them, and started calling them Setsuna and Sakuya.
Delish!
I've been curious about this place, but going alone felt lonely. I'm glad you came with me. On days we went home at the same time, Setsuna and I started eating dinner together. Thanks to that, she apparently stopped getting dizzy on the way home. 3 months passed since we met, and our bond grew deeper. Furthermore...
Hark! I have heard that the name of this park uses the kanji with over 30 strokes.
This is our new friend, Otaku. He got into kanji through a game, where kanji anthropomorphizes beautiful girls.
Really? I want to take a picture of the sign. Shall we coordinate a time to go?
Otaku and Sakuya knew each other online, but realized they lived nearby and started meeting offline. Turns out, he's a freshman at my university. We're in different departments, so we never met, but what a coincidence.
Man, we got a great photo. Plus, we found a rare kanji at a nearby construction site. 2 birds with 1 stone. I must upload this to SNS upon returning home.
I ate dango and my tummy is stuffed.
We went to the park Otaku found, achieved her goal, and walked home fully satisfied. Setsuna used to only come if the destination was a restaurant, but by this time, she naturally tagged along whenever the 3 of us gathered. Where to next? There's a shrine I want to visit. I finally made wonderful friends. The fun is unimaginable compared to my near misanthropy from the spring, and I'm constantly excited.
Oh, you're full of motivation.
Sorry. Actually, I never had friends before. Even when I started college, I failed at making them. I thought making friends was impossible for me, but being with everyone is so fun. Then, I told them a summarized version of what happened when I started college and about Takuya.
Calling you a gloomy loser. Some people are truly cruel.
It's not like having friends makes you superior or anything.
People still discriminate so blatantly like that?
Thanks, but now I have you guys, so I'm fine. Sorry for the weird story. Anyway, about the shrine. Every time I feel their warmth, I savor the happiness of truly having friends. But on the other hand, the knot in my chest from that day remained. The restaurant today uses a rare kanji in its name that can't even be displayed on a computer. The food is supposed to be good, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it too, Setsuna.
Yep! Can't wait.
More time passed, and we had planned to go to dinner as a group before that day. Hearing the destination was a restaurant, Setsuna eagerly met up with me early. We called time at the coop and headed out. However... Takuya... Just as we stepped out the door, I bumped right into Takuya. Since learning he didn't consider me a friend, I hadn't spoken a word to him.
What? Haven't seen you lately. Did you get a girlfriend? Abandoning your friends once you get a girl, aren't you high and mighty?
Wait,
I'm so lonely. You should probably stay away from guys who do that, you know, Missy.
You smell unappetizing. Are you the one who laughed at Masaki for being a loser?
Setsuna, that's... I was surprised she directed hostility toward him.
What? You heard that? So that's why you stopped coming around.
I was relieved she defended me, but Takuya showed no remorse at all. Being forced to realize he truly didn't think of me as a friend gave me mixed feelings.
Just because you want to be friends doesn't mean you can be. Even if someone comes on strong, sometimes you just don't want to be friends. But looking down on them and calling them a loser behind their back is wrong. If you didn't like him, you shouldn't have exchanged numbers, or you should have just told him not to come around. Masaki is someone who understands if you talk to him. Acting like a friend and then bad-mouthing him is just mean.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Masaki's friend. I used to think I didn't need friends as long as I had food. But I learned recently. Food eaten alone is tasty, but food eaten with everyone else is even tastier. You hurt my friend, and I can't forgive that. I won't ask you to be friends with him now, but apologize for laughing at him and betraying him.
Setsuna started coming along, even if we weren't going to a restaurant. Knowing the reason was that she accepted us as friends, and understood the joy of being with friends warmed my heart.
So what? Why do I have to be nice to some guy I never considered a friend? My friends are special. A gloomy loser trying to get in. Know your place. Getting cocky just because you got a girlfriend? I could use you as an errand boy if you want. Maybe in a few years.
Is that truly what you thought, Takuya-dono?
Otaku?
Otaku, Sakuya.
Seems like quite the sparks are flying.
Right in the middle of the argument, Sakuya and Otaku arrived as planned. It seems they heard everything. To my surprise, Takuya turned pale the moment he saw Otaku. You two knew each other?
Indeed. He's my best friend since elementary school. And I am a splendidly gloomy person. Therefore, Takuya-dono, did you look down on me in your heart as well?
No, you're my friend. It doesn't matter if you're gloomy or not. I love listening to you talk about kanji and beautiful girls. That's why I've always cherished you, right?
In the first place, I've told you for a long time, that attitude of yours is not good. But, having no other friends, I cannot say it strongly. I was afraid to be alone if you abandoned me. However, if my friend is mocked, that is a different story. I apologize for a gloomy person like me clinging on to you for so long. Our bond ends here. You should know your place.
Know my place? Otaku, that's...
So, I wasn't being laughed at because I was a loser. I was laughed at because I simply didn't matter to him. But no matter the reason, you shouldn't look down on people. Changing your attitude based on who you're dealing with is a sign of an ugly heart. We chased after Otaku, who walked away with a look of disappointment.
Was that okay? He was your best friend, right?
After walking a bit and losing sight of Takuya, Sakuya asked.
Of course. I cannot forgive anyone who looks down on my friend as a gloomy loser. I will distance myself from Takuya-dono. I'm ashamed.
It's not something you need to apologize for, Otaku. Thank you for getting that angry for my sake.
We pulled ourselves together and headed to the restaurant. However, a question kept swirling in my head along the way. Takuya.
What do you want?
The next day, I mustered up my courage and called out to Takuya before the lecture started. I'm sorry.
Huh? Apologizing out of nowhere. What's your deal?
I was always anxious. When you were cold to me, I thought maybe I did something to upset you. So I thought we needed to talk properly, but I didn't have the courage, so I kept running away. I thought of you as a friend. That's why it's wrong to just leave over a little misunderstanding. Maybe if we had talked properly, we could have made up. Sorry for not contacting you because it was awkward. Sorry for avoiding you and leaving on my own. And about you and Otaku. When I said that, Takuya gritted his teeth.
Otaku says he's not my friend anymore. It's all your fault. I contacted him so many times since then. Sent messages, but he's ignoring everything. I don't care about you. He was my best friend since elementary school. I never looked down on him. I cherished him more than anyone. So why do I have to be cut off by Otaku?
I almost flinched at his barrage of words, but I stared back at him and spoke. Then let's start over as friends one more time.
Huh?
To be friends, you don't need surface level things like being gloomy or popular, age or gender. It's about hobbies, having the same way home, those common topics. That's the way to make friends I finally found after meeting those three. Talking actively isn't wrong, but I think now that to be friends, you need something you can enjoy together. You don't mind hearing about kanji, right? Then let's go look for kanji together sometime. If you hang out with us, I think you'll understand what Otaku wanted you to realize. That judging whether you can be friends based on surface traits is missing the point. If you do that, Otaku will also...
Don't lecture me like you know everything. What do you know about Otaku? If you want to make up with me, tell Otaku to reply to me first.
He's not listening to a word I say. After all this back and forth, I finally understood. I simply wasn't in Takuya's eyes. Even with common topics, if dialogue is refused, there's no way to be friends. Okay, sorry for trying to force a friendship. Bye.
There was never a relationship to begin with. Get lost.
I wanted to be friends with Takuya, but you can't be friends with everyone.
Damn it. Why me?
I finally came to terms with the fact that we weren't meant to be, and walked away. Abandoned by his best friend, yet still unable to admit his mistake. His back looked terribly small. After that, Takuya's attitude of looking down on anyone who wasn't a friend didn't change.
Hey, Otaku, don't ignore me. We were best friends, weren't we?
You understand nothing. Good day.
As expected, Otaku's attitude toward Takuya never softened. Takuya tried to reconcile with Otaku, but since he hadn't reflected on himself, he was completely ignored. With Takuya being cut off, dissatisfaction exploded among the other friends who had been putting up with his bad-mouthing. As a result, the people Takuya thought were his friends all left him.
Damn it, why? Why is everyone leaving?
He only cherished his friends, but that closed-off attitude wasn't something everyone accepted. By the way, Takuya's friends apologized to me after learning the truth, and we get along fine now.
Is studying going well?
Yup, I think I can pass level 1 next time too.
I want to pass pre-1 first.
As for us, we were steadily studying for the autumn kanji kente exam. My near misanthropy from the spring feels like a lie now. Setsuna, Sakuya, Otaku. We're still living fulfilling days as a foursome. Then, one day as summer was ending, Setsuna was acting unusually fidgety, then suddenly shoved a rice ball at me.
Masaki here. For you.
Huh? Setsuna giving away her food? That's rare. Wait, don't tell me.
This is, I think I like you. I'm giving you this, so please go out with me.
Everyone makes friends differently. Because we had common topics, I became close with these three. I was satisfied just having friends, but responding to Setsuna's feelings and taking another step forward, well, that's a story for another time.
Aw, I love this episode because it's so true. I used to force myself to be friends with people, and I didn't even enjoy what we were doing together. So even if you don't have a billion friends, as long as you have friends doing the things that you like, that's what's important, right? Don't force yourself to be friends with somebody that you don't enjoy the same interests, or you know what I mean? Anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode, and now I'm hungry, so I'll see you next time. Bye!